On the news tonight, federal government gives succor to Delta gas victims. National population flags off e-registration of infants. Good evening and welcome to Nta Asaba News at 7. I am Ngozi Imokwede. The national cinema has distributed food items and other consumables to fire disaster victims in Asaba. The Director General National Emergency Management Agency, Zubala Umar, says the donation is to reduce the impact of disaster on the victims. Chinyoro Kulu was there.
General, National Emergency Management Agency, Zubaida Omar, represented by the head of operations Benin, Dahiru Yusuf, said the agency is here to support the victims and provide succor to those affected by the unfortunate incident and ensure that it will get to all the beneficiaries.
This is to give the people, those that are affected, succor. And like we have rightly seen, the leaders are happy about it, and we are going to ensure that this thing gets to all the beneficiaries that were captured during the assessment.
Receiving the items, the Director, State Emergency Management Agency, Caro Ovemoso, and the Commissioner for Special Duties, Delta State, described the gesture as timely, considering the challenges faced by the victims.
You can see the smile on people that have been affected, and they are very happy. Of course, one told me they wasn't really expecting it at all, and they thought since it has happened for a couple of months and they are no longer, met with, they thought it's over. But I think they are very happy.
Activity today is wonderful. Like you recall, the commissioner said when this incident happened, normally, because SEMA collaborates with NEMA, while we are doing now, we invited them to join us during the inspection, and they were there. The state government is doing its own thing, and NEMA, through the Nigerian government, brought this item, which is wonderful. If you look at it, I'm overwhelmed about even the quantity.
Sincerely, we want to appreciate NEMA for what they did, because while we are here, there was a fire incident at the market around the express. So they came to the aid of those involved in the accident. So, and thank God, they are here to give them a little. It's not a little. This is a very big something. If you check, you can see we have so many things here, and we appreciate them.
Some beneficiaries commended the federal government.
I don't have much to say that we appreciate, and we pray for the government to do it again. We need continuity for the government. And
recall that on February 8, 2024, more than 1,200 stores were gutted by fire at Hausa Market along Asaba-Bini Expressway in Delta State capital following a gas explosion. In Asaba, I'm Chinyere Okoli, NTA News.
Delta State Prevention and Prohibition of Destruction and Vandalization of Public Property and Asset Bill 2024, House Bill 20, has passed through the second reading. Godfrey Zekwe reports.
The Delta State Prevention and Prohibition of Destruction and Vandalism of Public Assets has 6 parts and 53 clauses. The bill, which seeks to provide for the prevention and prosecution of the destruction and vandalism of public roads, buildings, projects, schools, among others, passed through second reading after presentations.
Mr. Speaker, when you go around the states, and of course it's still happening today, where service providers cut across our roads, telecommunication service providers cut our roads, laying optical cables across the roads without approval. In 2019, I visited the approach road before the first Niger Bridge, and I was wondering, why is this corridor, why this section of the road is always failing? In fact, it happens a week after amendment. And so I gave money to some persons that live around that corridor, that's why those crash houses. And within 2 days, they called me. The Honorable Commissioner, please come. I picked 2 of my engineers and we visited the place. And we saw that acid, raw acid, have been poured on causing artificial potholes. I said, this is very serious. I went back and reported His Excellency the Governor, and he immediately gave the directive. Informed the Commissioner of Police, Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Works. We went there and destroyed detached houses and those makeshift buildings and pushed people away from that quarry. And I'm happy to announce that from that time to now, that approach road to the first Niger Bridge has become very good. That is how people deliberately destroy our roads.
The holding of honorable our transformer for transformers, not because the transformers are not being provided by the state government, but because these miscreants have gone on to stealing among labels. So now we are not securing transformers in our communities the same way we are securing our houses. It's so difficult because every month you're spending millions of money supporting your people. And it affects service delivery because, for many people that we represent, they don't even understand that this is not our fault. When these miscreants steal these among people, they will call you as the honorable representative to come and replace it.
Firstly, Mr. Speaker, you are going to pay in front of Canada that you are being pennies. Pennies in the sense that have been faced by the prevailing hunger. But the bill before us is a very important bill and a bill that will benefit all Deltans.
Promotion by 2023 amended reverse commission bill, the red, the second time, say aye. Those against say the ayes have it.
The bill is expected to.
The Federal Commissioner, National Population Commission, NPC, Delta States, Blessing Brume Atagoba, says unless a person is registered, he or she does not exist in the eyes of the states. Registration is the only access to establish and protect identities, citizenship, and property rights. She made this known at a press briefing to flag off e-registration of birth. Onyinye Joshua Ifeanyi tells us more.
Ad hoc staff has been recruited and trained by NPC and are to participate in the registration of vital events, particularly births, in all 25 local government areas of Delta State. This is in continuation of commemoration of civil registration at Ataguba. As the custodians of these vital records, NPC has the responsibility of transforming CRVS systems into models of accuracy, accessibility, and inclusiveness.
We have low birth registration in the state. Children between the ages of 0 and 5 years old that have not been registered, and also national identity number, because it's a new system that's being introduced. They want to give a child an identity, every child an identity from birth. That identity remains with you forever.
The state coordinator, National Population Commission, reminded all that the federal government's effort to have a universal system of registration.
Census figures can be updated. And if well taken, census exercise will just be periodical.
Delta State Coordinator, National Orientation Agency, Tracy Kolomi, pledged the support of the agency in the success of the exercise.
On our part, the National Orientation Agency, we're going to work with that. And so for the first phase, we're going to be working with...
And other stakeholders interacted on the modalities for achieving the desired results. National Identity Management Commission, NIPSI, among other federal agencies.
In case you're just joining us, this is Nta Asaba News at 7. In the first segment of the news, we reported that the National Emergency Management Agency has distributed food items to fire disaster victims in Asaba. Still to come, Oshinisau local government chairman partners security agencies.
Yes, professional.
Leisure
Castle Hotel is located at number 24 DBS Road, opposite Orchid Hotels, Asaba. For inquiries and bookings, call 0812-523-0341 or 0701-856-8697. Leisure Castle Hotels, a home of luxurious comfort. Do you know that you can also watch Nta Asaba on our digital and social media platforms? Oh yes, you can now watch our news and programs on StarTimes Channel 104 and on our social media handles at Nta Asaba Live. Advertisers and corporate bodies can seize this opportunity for placement of adverts and services. Nta Channel 11 Asaba is back, bigger and better. We are the advertisers' delight. Remember, Nta Asaba on StarTimes Channel 104 and Nta Asaba Live on YouTube and Facebook. Nta Asaba, bringing the nation to your doorsteps. We are glad to know you're still watching. Being security conscious is paramount in this country, that communities across the world are battling with different forms of criminal activities, which distort peace and security and hinders physical, political, and socio-economic growth and development. Against this backdrop, therefore, the Oshimle South Local Government Chairman, Dr. Kelvin Ezedi, in collaboration with all the security chiefs and heads of security agencies within the locality, have met to chart the way forward to curb the menace of insecurity. Becky Greatman Chukwuka was there.
To the Chief Security Officer of the Oshimle South Local Government Area, Dr. Kelvin Ezenyili, being security conscious empowers individuals with the knowledge and skills needed to protect their lives and communities, as well as being aware of the dangers, threats, and risk in one's surroundings. For him, meeting with the security personnel and other stakeholders in his locality will help nip the issues of insecurity in the bud.
Our resolution today in the security meeting, we've made provision for security hotlines within the local governments. So the OC Security, immediately after this brief, will make the numbers available and the division attached to it. The idea of making these numbers available is to enable us checkmate more the issues of insecurity, the issues of any unforeseen circumstances within and outside the perimeters of Oshimle South Local Government. These numbers will make it more easier for our people to reach the security operatives. Either you are able to call on any division or parastatal with regards to maybe unidentified corpse, theft, any issue that is threat to our security of life and properties within the local government. We have also made approval for us to create an Oshimle South Security Trust Fund. The reason for this is that the issue of security and ensuring maximum security for the populace is an interest for all. So by creating Oshimle South Trust Fund, it's easier for people to send in their support, no matter how little.
Dr. Ezenyi used the opportunity to appreciate them for their active role during the local government elections. He appealed to them to partner within in the fight against insecurity, as security is everybody's business.
I want to first of all use this medium to thank you all for the election that we just concluded. I want to use the opportunity to thank you all also for the role you played during and after the election. The election was very peaceful, and it is by the grace of Almighty God and with the support of the security agencies as well as the press that is that peaceful. And I want to use this medium to thank you. I want to also seek for your cooperation henceforth moving forward. This local government is the center piece of the state, and the level of security that is measured here is automatically used to measure the level of security within the entire state. But I want to plead with us that as we move forward, we should not hesitate to pinpoint or elaborate on the needs on where we need to enhance the security within the local government as the host of the state, of the state in this local government.
The Assistant Commissioner of Police, Alex Udeze, say they are ready to put in their best to protect the lives and property of the people.
It was a robust discussion, frank talk. I think we're going to make progress with that.
In all, if all these strategies highlighted are put in place, the issue of insecurity will be a thing of the past. In Asaba, Becky Greatman Chukwuka, NTA News.
A 29-year-old construction worker is currently telling the police in Delta State his level of involvement in a case of kidnapping. He is among several other suspects, including a 60-year-old man whose son also was arrested for alleged armed robbery. Yours truly was there. Some of these suspects confessed to the crime of armed robbery and kidnappings in the state. For this 60-year-old man, he said he is not aware that his son is into armed robbery. Same with Victor Ojo and his friend. They claimed that they are innocent of the crimes they are accused of. It was a different twist with this 29-year-old Prosper Binta, who was involved in kidnapping and shared ₦1 million out of the ₦5 million that was paid for ransom.
At about 2:30 a.m., I had a knock in my door. Kokoko. Because the police say they are policemen. As I go to my children's room, as they were searching from their wardrobe, they now saw a bag. So as they bring the bag, they cut on the bag, now they see all those guns inside.
So that they stay around the hotel normally. So they cock up boss the hotel. They arrest people as they see me. And they take carry me, say if I reach station, I will know what I do.
That very day I was called by my friends there to go with them. So got in there, we saw the victim. So $5 million was taken from the victim. I'm ashamed of myself, sir.
During our signing out as a team of the campus normally get ready, and so I was apprehended with a handmade gun. I feel remorseful and regretful.
This nursing mother also recalled our ordeal in the hands of the kidnappers.
I was in my house on Wednesday, 28th of August. So as I came outside to lock my entrance, I don't know that there are some men outside waiting for me. As I come out, they point gun at me, come rush me. I use force, enter inside, they push the door. I could not lock the door again. As they entered there, they started beating me. From there, they break my head. So my husband come and give them the money before they release me.
For the Commissioner of Police, Olufemi Agbaniwanda, he reaffirmed that the command is ready for the Ember months and they are aware of upsurge in crimes within this period. He also advised the public to be security conscious.
The activities of kidnappers and armed robbers and other criminal elements have drastically dropped astronomically. I wish to encourage members of the public to trust and always report incidences to the police and also share intelligence with us, as this goes a long way in fighting and checkmating the activities of criminals in the state. And this play has become imperative because of recent. You find a lot of things on social media, facts that are not double-checked or complaints that are not made officially to us. So we would please again implore our people to please, if you have any security breaches, please be kind enough to let us know. It gives us ample time to respond and to continuously nip this in the bud.
Part of the items recovered includes 138 cartridges, 15 cut